Thank you, Kayleen. You froze, but that's the way it goes here, especially when you're so far away. Um, I want to introduce and thank you all for coming. We're really excited. We love our first Monday meetings of the month when we can introduce a different practitioner and special guest. And Becky is going to, like I said earlier, share her meditation info and an experience, and then she'll have time to answer questions for us. I really appreciate Becky. She is an HPH provider. She is a medium, psychic. She is a teacher. I took a wonderful intuition class with her early on. She's also a heart math I can't a meditation facilitator, but it's got a certain name, and she'll fill in where what I forgot. But she provides a Monday morning free meditation live group every week, and she's done it for is it 4 years now? I know I started several, and now I just jump in and out. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Becky, and we just appreciate your time and your generosity in joining us tonight. Thank
Oh,
you.
well, thank you for that warm introduction. And it's such an honor to be here with you all, with your beautiful children as well. And thank you for breathing us into that introduction too, Anne, and just allowing for ourselves to acknowledge our full physical lives, but then to also acknowledge this other part of us that is connected to so much more. And feel free to just take a couple more breaths there, breathing in this special time all together. And then breathing out as if you could land your awareness right there into your beautiful heart. Breathing in together and landing your awareness here. Yes. When you're ready, open your eyes, allow your awareness to stay in your beautiful heart and to sense into, I know we're on Zoom, but to sense into this community and all of these beautiful people that are here present together, and just to land in this time together in the present. So, anyway, I am Becky, and like what Anne was sharing, I offer a free Monday morning meditation every Monday morning for the past 4 years, and it's such an honor to share those. Meditation has been such a healing practice for me, and I've learned so much about myself, learned so much about the spirit side of life through the practice of meditation. And I am so grateful to share what I've learned with you all. And my hope is that you might take something from our time together that you could put into your everyday life when there are moments where you can use some extra connection, where you could use those moments to land in your heart and to respond from your heart. And I don't know about you, but I believe that if we all moved our awareness into our heart and had a day where we lived from our heart, it would be a really beautiful and special day. Can you agree with me with that? I think so. Yeah, yeah. And you all are right there in your heart, and I could feel it. Um, and one thing is, I definitely want to share how meditation can be part of your spiritual toolbox. And there are so many aspects that can be part of your um, toolbox and things like that. Meditation is just one of them. And one thing is that our spiritual connection will happen regardless. So just take a moment to really reflect on that. So, that part of you that is connected to the spirit side of life, that is, we all are spirit people having that human experience, right? And so, that spirit side of us, we get glimpses of it here and there in our everyday moments. And so, just to take a moment, if you do have a journal, if you do have a piece of paper, or you can make a note within, but just take a moment to recall a time in your life where you had a mystical experience, where you felt that profound love and connection to your child and the spirit side of life, or you saw the mystical in the sunset, or you just sensed into the naturalness of there's something so much more beyond this physical life, where you got that glimpse of that. So just take a moment and to recall those sacred times where that love was shared with you and you were available for it. And when you have arrived in that memory, just raise your hand, either your reaction hand or your physical hand or a thumbs up or a nod. Yeah. Okay. So we all have had that. And I want to bring that up, that part of you is alive. That part of you is real. And that part of you is so natural. And it will be shared with you no matter what in those random moments in your life, right? As if what you've shared just now. It's just one of those moments, it just woke you up for a second, right? You got that glimpse of that divine, of that greater love, and that spiritual connection. And so, what I want to talk to you about today is that, yes, that part of you is there. You've proven it to yourself. The spirit side of life has proven it to you. But now, how do we cultivate that? How do we bring that more into our life? How do we pause in those mystical moments so we can experience it just a little bit longer, experience it a little bit more? And as a psychic medium, I've developed myself to allow my awareness to fall within the spirit side of life and hold my awareness there to share experiences with you all, right? So it's that discipline to hold your awareness in that vein of consciousness that is that beautiful love, that is that connection. It is the energetic signature of our beloved ones in the spirit side of life. I could go on and on about that, but it is possible. I believe that is an ability that we all have. And it's cultivating that availability for that naturalness that is already alive within you. You with me? Yeah. Great. And if you guys have any questions that pop up or along my talk, feel free to raise your hand or write in the chat. Happy to uh, respond to any questions that you might have. Um, but um, what I really want to get across is that this is a part of you and it's being available to experience that naturalness. Um, and to know that within the practice of meditating, we can cultivate that availability. Okay. And with meditation, there are certain things that I like to remind people about, and that is that we are not our thoughts. And when I learned that, that was a pretty hallelujah experience for me, to learn that I wasn't my thoughts. And what do I mean by this? So, the thoughts that are going on in your head, we can notice those thoughts. And you all are in a room right now, right? So, in your room, you see your screen. You might see a picture. You might, most of you are hearing the sound of my voice, right? So you can hear the sound of my voice. You can see the pictures in your room. You could see the screen that you're looking at me through. Because you can notice these things, it is proof you are not it. You notice the sound, it's proof you are not the sound of my voice. Yeah? You can notice the pictures in the room, it's proof you are not those pictures, right? You could notice the screen, you're not the screen. And because you can notice the thoughts that come and go, it is also proof that you are not those thoughts. We are that loving observer of those thoughts. And those thoughts come and go. Our environmental distractions come and go. Emotions, they come, they go. Impulses come and they go. But that loving observer is always there. That loving observer is alive and present. So it's the practice of coming back and being with that loving observer and noticing those thoughts, noticing the environmental distractions, and all of those physical senses that we have, but also noticing that you are not those things and that you are the loving observer of those things. And uh, any questions with that so far? Are you with me on that? Yeah. And so when we are embarking on a meditation practice, it's not about not having the thoughts. That would be hard to control. It's about noticing that thoughts come and go and witnessing them through the eyes of love that's within your beautiful heart and coming back to the experience of your heart. Yeah. And so we're no longer at odds with those thoughts or distractions. We're no longer at war with them. They come, they go, just like your breath. Your breath comes and it goes, and we no longer hold attachment to our breath, those inhales and exhales. And it's like allowing for yourself to let go of the attachment to the thoughts that come and go as well. And allowing for the experience of love that's in your heart to hold your attention a little bit longer. Yeah? Good. And what I have learned is the practice of breathing can really support you in that journey of experiencing that loving observer within. And there's a lot of breathwork practices that you can do. One is box breathing. Another one, what Anne was sharing, was the add heart technique. And what that one is, and I'll share these two techniques with you when we do our meditation together. I'll guide you through a meditation because there's one thing to share all this information with you. It's another to experience it firsthand within yourself. So we'll definitely go through a practice together. But a lot of people, oh, I got this monkey mind. I can't get off of the spiral, right? So breath work will be a really supportive tool as well. So we breathe, we can regulate our nervous system. Yes, so Anne's putting it in the chat what box breath is. How many of you are familiar with it, have heard of it, practiced it yourself? Yes, awesome, yes, perfect. So yeah, so in moments you could use that regulation. That box breath is your friend in those moments, and just to be aware when you need these tools as well, and when you need to bring them forth is also really huge. And also being available for with your meditation practice, regulating your nervous system, and noticing that self-awareness start to build, and in your everyday life noticing, oh wow, I think of it as a merry-go-round, of thoughts just looping, and the moment we can notice I'm in that spiral and I need to get off of this ride, So breath work will be your friend. Meditation will be your friend in those moments, because the moment we can notice those things and get off the ride, the easier it gets, right? And then also another benefit of meditation too is we are no longer reacting in our everyday life. We can respond with our heart. We no longer have to be at the whim of those thoughts and the whim um, of those environmental distractions and things like that. We can land in our heart and we can live from our heart and respond from that deeper space. Yeah, beautiful. So any questions with that? I just shared a whole bunch of stuff there. Just wanted to ask.
And I was just going to say, that I mean, you're this information is so important, and I keep going back to on my journey, no wrong or right. We each kind of find what works for us, or at least that's my experience. And there are so many different types of meditation, and you're going to take us through one, but there's the walking meditation and the can you speak to that a little bit, some of
Oh,
the
absolutely.
different types, and anything
Yeah,
else, you can raise your virtual or just wave, and Becky's happy to answer any questions, or we can wait till the end, whatever you want. Thank you.
absolutely. Yeah. So again, this is a tool in your toolbox, and there are so many out there. And I think it's amazing that you guys are here to experience another aspect that might be supportive, and to know, okay, in this moment I could really use a walking meditation. I need to be out in nature, and walking meditations are so powerful. And what I found really powerful of that is when you're outside, connect into that blade of grass, and that blade of grass and that naturalness of where did it come from? Where was the seed? And just allow for yourself to resonate with the naturalness within you, the naturalness in nature. And there's also a harmony, a vibration in nature that you can harmonize with as well, and allowing for yourself to sense and to feel in those walking meditations. There's also sound journey. There's sound meditations as well. Experience it all, see what works for you. And meditation certainly is a practice. And if I'm being really honest, there are times where my brain does my thoughts typically, they don't want to meditate. The thoughts don't want to meditate, right? How many of you are used to that? There's so many other things I need to be doing, right? So just to expect that when we start to notice all of the resistance, sometimes it means that that's really what we need to be doing, is following our heart, right? Rather than the thoughts. Oh, those thoughts are always there when I want to sit down and meditate. Okay, I'm gonna
Becky,
do it anyway.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. There is a question in the chat.
Oh,
Can it?
mhm.
I'll just read from Susan. I find guided meditation really helpful and easy to follow. Are there, however, or they not the best type to ultimately connect to a higher realm? Okay, I might not have read that right. For
Okay.
guided, Susan, do you need to jump on and correct me? Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
I meant to say, are they, I mean, as easy as I find them, are they like the one of the better ways to connect? Or I had heard they are not, but I'm not sure where I heard that and if it's actually true. And speaking to someone who has been able to connect, I'd like that, like Becky's insight on that.
Sure. Thank you, Susan. So, what I really go to 100% with everybody is your heart. Breathe, like sensing into your heart. What do I need? Would it be a guided meditation? Does that feel right for me? And everybody's going to be unique and different with what they need. And if you give yourself an opportunity to experience a guided meditation and it has supported you in a certain way, by all means, enjoy it, experience it. Um, people access that availability, like I was talking about, in so many different unique ways. So it's really sensing into what way you need in that moment, and only you will know in those moments. So it's allowing your awareness to fall into your heart and sense into, what is it that I need in this moment? And guided meditation is supportive. Like if you need, maybe you need some extra support with your meditation, and just follow the guided meditation, and you need that support, right? Guided meditation will help you with that. Um, your connection to the spirit side of life, that's yours. That is yours, and that is your natural. There's a natural part of you that is already there, and so it's coming back home to that naturalness, and whatever avenue will support you in cultivating that availability that's already there, by all means, enjoy it. And so uh, there isn't, a formula. I wish there was,
Mm.
but it's all about what's unique to you. Um, Another thing around that is, if there is a particular guided meditation that you follow and you've done it, and you are able to bring yourself to that part of your awareness, you can understand that pathway of your awareness to get there, and start to drop into that pathway of awareness in, like, right now, or just start to allow for yourself to experiment with that connection. And sometimes guided meditation can be supportive and guiding you there, and then you could follow follow the path that your intuition is taking you.
Okay, thank you.
And this is what I love. And we'll put some of Becky's information. It's also on the event. But she is one of the Insight Timer meditation practitioners. So, but I just go on there, and Insight Timer is a free app. It's like Calm. I don't pay for the premium. So, but I just kind of go, if I, you can find so many different types. But Becky is a provider and has beautiful meditations on there. There's a few more questions. And this is from Tracy. Is it your suggestion, Becky, to focus on one image during meditation? And then there is another one from Nawa. Should meditation be done at the same time every day? So thoughts on those two questions?
Um, so to answer around focus on one image during a meditation, it depends on what meditation you're doing. There's so many different ones out there. Um, and if that helps anchor you in the experience that you are intending to have, um, and that's working for you, absolutely. Everybody's going to have their own relationship to meditation and what works for them. And one thing is intention setting. So, you go into your meditation, or about to have a meditation, you set your intention. But the other part about it is to allow for yourself to have an experience. Allow for yourself to have an experience with that beautiful love in your heart. Allow for yourself to trust that intention is going to unfold, and to move into the experience of that intention. Right. And so it's like sensing into the experience of the intention rather than just the words of it. Yeah. So it's kind of like the picture, whatever that picture is, allow for yourself to drop into the experience of that image, and allow for that experience to share its experience with you.
Becky,
Yeah.
there's one more here, and then I don't know how long you're going to need for your the meditation. But Terry was saying after meditating for about 10 minutes, I start to see indigo bubbles, which are so relaxing. Is that normal? And I have to piggyback on this. And your meditations were the first ones. I mean, it's like a lava lamp that I really could go so deep that I saw these colors and really, it was so relaxing and beautiful. A little scary because I didn't really know, but I guess it's just energy. Or if you could explain that and let Terry and I know if that's normal, that would be wonderful.
Yes, I believe that, it feels relaxing, it feels loving, it feels liberating. Yeah, enjoy the experience, right? And enjoy allowing that love to love you and allowing for an experience to be shared with you. And that is that unique journey into your own intuition. Because sometimes it's like, what does indigo bubbles mean? Because that's our thoughts. Our thoughts want to know, right? But our heart is ready to experience. So notice the thoughts in the meditation if those visual distractions, if they get distracting, and just being like, oh, I'm gonna just stay a little bit longer in my heart and have this experience. And in indigo bubbles, here we are. So enjoy, and also, you know, not comparing your meditation from the meditation you had yesterday or a year ago, or having those expectations. It's allowing for yourself to let go of expectations. I say the more space you create, the more magic you can let in. So, allowing for that freedom too is really huge. And I do want to answer the question around um, should meditation be done the same time every day? So letting go of the shoulds is really important because that's that pressure, right? But to cultivate a meditation practice, it could be really, really supportive. And I look at it as my spiritual office hour, like allowing for that special time in your day to sit it with your beautiful heart and soul and all that love that's holding you, that love that's beating your heart, that's in the spirit side of life already, and to have an experience with that. So setting your own personal office hour for that practice will be so supportive. But again, just one of those tools in the toolbox. And as you proved when we first started, those loving connections happen no matter what. And this is just a way to cultivate that availability just a little bit more, right? So having those spiritual office hours will be supportive, where you can embark on that meditation practice. And if you have an eye mask, that will really support you, just like blocking out the light. It boosts your melatonin levels and allows for you to drop into your meditation a little bit easier. There's little things like that. But yeah, if you have an office hour to sit with yourself, with your beautiful heart, allowing for yourself to deepen the relationship with your own intuition, with your loved ones in the spirit side of life, with that divine love, allow for an experience and allow for that practice. And know that each time you do it, it's going to be a new experience. So letting go of the old experiences and allowing for another one. Um, yes. And um, yeah, I have on YouTube a library of meditations. I think there's a lot. So allow your intuition to follow what meditation you want to do. And then on Insight Timer as well, if you want to do a guided meditation with me. Perfect.
Becky, there's also the question about sitting up or laying down. And I know there's, pros and cons for both. And I've finally just gotten to what do I need in that moment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as the professional, what would you share with that?
Um, so I would say again, you know what you need. Yeah. And here's the thing. If you are like, I feel so sleepy, laying down, you're probably going to fall asleep. Yeah. But if that's what you need, go for it. But if you're like, okay, I'm ready to have a meditation where I need to maybe have my back supported, but sitting up tall so I don't fall asleep, greet yourself there. Uh, Again, you are the one who knows what's best for you and what you need. Typically, if I'm meditating and my head is touching something, I might I might fall asleep. So if I know that I need to sit up. But if you're like, my nervous system really needs some support here, I feel so dysregulated, maybe laying down, fully supported, pillows everywhere, eye mask, and allowing for your nervous system to calm, maybe that's what you need in that moment, right? So it's just really greeting yourself with compassion and love. And I know just I say whatever your heart is telling you you need, go ahead and experience what that is like.
Thank you so much. And there's been some
Yeah,
really interesting shares also, and we can follow this up. We always do a smaller pop-up sharing meeting, and I think we'll want to. I want to hear some experiences too, but definitely want to make sure that we have time for the experience, and then we can talk more after, if that's okay. Or do you
absolutely.
have more that you wanted to share before?
No, this is good. So go ahead and allow for yourself to have an experience, and I'll guide you through a meditation. And, you know, allow for yourself to get in that comfortable meditation posture. And if you're driving, this is not the time to meditate. So maybe pull over, right? You know what's best. So go ahead and make any final adjustments to your meditation posture. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And as you do so, take a deep breath in through your nose. And everybody's muted here, so go ahead and sigh out. Breathing in through your nose and let out an audible sigh. And that audible sigh signals to your body it's safe to relax. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, breathing in, sighing out, letting it all fall away. And now breathing in for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pausing for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release your exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now breathe naturally. Breathing in Breathing out and allowing yourself this moment to experience deep and profound relaxation. Allowing your breath to breathe you, breathing in, breathing out, and knowing that thoughts come, they go. Letting go of any expectations, releasing that with every exhale. Breathing in peace, tranquility. As if every exhale you begin to experience peace, tranquility. Breathing in and breathing out so naturally. Allowing for yourself to release your jaw, any holding, any clenching here. Releasing your jaw. As you do so, notice the subtle muscles of your face softening, releasing as well. Your cheeks, your forehead, your eyebrows, your ears. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing. Allowing your awareness to fall on your shoulders and your neck. Allowing for yourself to place all the heaviness you've been carrying on your shoulders. Any worries, stress, fears, anxiety. Can you place all of this in the open and capable hands of that divine love? And as you breathe in and breathe out, experiencing this lightness in your shoulders, this freedom, and allowing for yourself to soften all the edges of your physical body. Noticing your arms feeling heavy by your side. In this moment, nobody needs anything from you right now. No problems to solve. Just relax. All the way down your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands. Allowing your awareness to fall in your hips. And all the worries and stress and fears, all the emotions you hold in your hips and your low back, just for right now, can you unravel? Allow for all of the emotions, that energy in motion to move, to allow. Nothing to hold on to right now, just surrender into peace, to stillness. Allowing your physical body to experience its naturalness of harmony, of alignment, with peace, all the way down your legs, your knees, your ankles, bottoms of your feet, tips of your toes. Now moving this loving awareness into your beautiful heart. Breathing in and breathing out through your beautiful heart. Breathing in and breathing out through your heart. Noticing if there's any armor you're carrying around your heart just for right now. Can you let it fall? Allowing your heart to be liberated and free. Breathing in and breathing out, sensing this expansiveness in your heart. And allowing for yourself to notice your beating heart and that divine love that's beating your heart without you needing to do a thing. And that divine love that's been with you before your heart started beating, that is with you within every beat, and will be with you after. That divine love. Allow your awareness to be with that love. That love that is beyond and within this physical life. That love in the spirit side of life. Breathing in and breathing out. Fully aligned. This beautiful love within and all around you. Allowing the experience, the spirit side of life, to share its experience with you. Beautiful love that is everlasting connection. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing for all of your awareness to be here wholeheartedly. Surrendering into this love. Surrendering in body, mind, soul, and spirit. Allowing this love and this connection to share its experience with you. Allowing love to love you greatly. In this moment, can you deepen this experience even more? Allowing for yourself to discover connection to a degree you've never been before. Being at one with love. Looking at one, those in the spirit side of life. And into it deeper and deeper. And surrendering to a greater degree. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing for yourself to drop in even more. Allowing for your awareness to be right here. As you begin to breathe in and breathe out more abundantly, you allow yourself to anchor this moment, sense into the experience, this profound love, connection. So you can come back to this profound love and connection in the moments you could use it the most. Breathing in, breathing out. Fully aligned with this loving experience. Allowing that love to be shared with you in your everyday moments. Cultivating that availability to come back to it over and over again. Allowing for yourself to breathe in even deeper. Becoming aware of your physical body, palms of your hands. And placing the palms of your hands over your beautiful heart. And breathing in. And breathing out. And with your eyes closed, noticing your physical body in this physical space. Can you also notice your beautiful heart, fully rooted and connected with love? Breathing in, breathing out. Knowing that this love and this connection is yours. It's beyond space, time, and physicality. Beyond thoughts. Breathe that in. And breathe it out. Breathing in gratitude for your availability to come back to this sacred connection in your everyday moments. Breathe it in, breathe it out. When you're ready, you gently open your eyes, allowing your awareness to stay in your beautiful, beautiful heart. And feel free to come back to the room. And as you do so, can you stay in your beautiful heart? And feel free to take this time to journal. Feel free to take this time to share.
Thank you so much. So beautiful. Yeah, I needed that. I felt like I could just slither out of my chair. I got to that
Mm.
place of just such calm and peace, and it's available. It's there. It's thank you for reminding us. Does anybody want to share any experience or any more questions? We'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and stop the recording, but um, yeah, just want to give everybody an opportunity if you would like to share your experience or any questions that you have.